So, it's not morning. It's mid-afternoon. I was going to pick up the camera earlier because this is day 2. But really, I just got up and went and had a coffee with my friend Glenda, who you've already met. I am going to visit another dear friend of mine, Griffin. Can hear me talking and wondering probably, who are you talking to, Mum? But yeah, I'm going to visit another wonderful man who has been in my life since I was 14 years old. And he married my mother-in-law, who sadly has passed away. She was one incredible lady. And every time I came down here, I would visit them. So, but, I haven't been down here for 10 years due to many things. But besides, I was not really willing to leave for any length of time, having my snakes and my dogs and my cats and so on. So, like I said, I'm just making myself a cup of coffee in the interim of time that I have before I actually do go and visit Ken, which I am looking forward to. I did take the van for a bit of a run this morning, which I would have tuned you in. I was concentrating though on the fact that it's not running well. It's running perfectly, really well, but it is slipping, driving along, and then I look down, it's in auto, and then I look down and it's in 6th gear, and I can drive that for a certain amount, drive in that gear for a certain amount of time, because you can drive in auto, of course, but I don't want that happening. So I have to pull over, put it into neutral, turn her off, start her up, and then I can put it back into auto. So it happened twice where I was going, which was only, a 5, maybe not much more than that, minute drive. But on the way back, she stayed in auto. So I don't know. It has me completely confused. I am getting milk out of my fridge. So I will spin you around and down, I guess you will see. Easy enough to get out things from my fridge. I can lift this up and open the door completely, but I don't need to, just to get my milk out. Cappuccino sachets, because it's easier. But I'll get more milk. As I say, I need to get more milk out and put in the fridge. Can you see me? I gather not. Well, you're not missing much, really, by watching me. So let's get a little bit more milk in here and spill it, because you know, I have to spill it. Lactose free, light milk, because I don't want to be getting any fatter, take my vape out of the picture, than what I feel I'm already kind of getting. So, lid on, back into the, your lead is in the way. Well, I don't care. Take the lead off me, Mum, which I will. I definitely will. So, shutting the fridge up one-handed. See, I'm certainly not used to holding any video equipment, am I, Griffin? He's probably thinking the same. Why are you? Because that's that lead. I plan on doing a little bit. Look how dirty the top of that kettle is. Well, I do live in a van and I do drive dusty roads, and things get extremely dusty, I must say, living in this van. Lots of pauses in between what it is that I'm saying. And this goes in the bin. That does not normally sit there. It's over there on the seat. Well, a bit further over. Because up there, man, Griff, you know, I have everything down at the moment, or what needs to be down, because when I travel, which I will be doing, of course, to go over to visit Ken, I have to, of course, have everything sort of on the floor, that water comes down, because otherwise she might slide off, and then I'd have an absolute mess to clean up. What are you barking at? The kids over there on their bike. So this is my front yard, and has been for the last month, I guess, living here with my friend who lives at the back of this house. That is her dad's, and she lives at the back. So it's been wonderful to actually be here and being able to spend time with also a friend that I have known since 9. So those are the amazing relationships developed in growing up in a country town. It can be done, and living here, of course, for 30 years, especially it can be done. And then I took off a wandering that landed in Queensland and wandered no more, though I have been to Western Australia in a 30-foot Bedford bus and lived for a year with my 3 boys then. I did not have my daughter at the time. Only the 3 little boys. So that was a wonderful experience and made some amazing friends doing that. And I may go to WA because another wonderfully dear friend of mine for many, many years currently lives there and works there. So it may be an amazing, great opportunity to hit the road and go to WA. Look outside because it is such a beautiful view. I have an amazing tree here right beside me. Oh, shall I get my coffee and take it to my little seat that I sit on and gaze out of the van often? May I watch what you're doing, Griff? I'm not spying on you, I'm sitting where it's reasonably comfortable. Why is my ass getting wet? Because I sat in Griff's water. Like, really gay. Oh my gosh. Only I can do that sort of thing. Like, excuse me while I... Look. No, I spun it the wrong way. Totally in my butt, and I'm thinking, I'm getting wet here, and I should not be getting wet here, but I am. So now, I have wet knickers, wet dress. Let's see if I can do it a second time. I'm not doing it. Sorry, everyone. Not much space. The yard is beautiful. And Griff is beautiful. And I don't know. Oh, I think I showed you the outside. No, maybe I did not show you the outside of my van. But I do have me. My logo. That was my YouTube and still is my YouTube channel. But this is, of course, the vehicle, and her name is Lily, which I will have put on the side of her. Nice big Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. She is nice and big because I can stand up in her. I can do lots of things in her. So I have, of course, my snake's number plate on there, and I will have, of course, Lily put on this side, spray painted on when I get the chance. Maybe when I'm back in Queensland I shall do it, but basically this is, hello darling, my home on wheels. So yeah, that's well, what more can I say? It is my home on her wheels. This is, while I have the camera in my hand and my butt is slowly but drying in this wind at the same time. This particular school I went to, it's, well, not the kindergarten, that's where my sister went, though the kindergarten was not there, it was up the other road, but it is now incorporated in the school grounds. But that was the Wonthaggi Primary. It's now called Drysdale Street Campus. Same thing as school. So I watch the school kids go there every morning, as does Griff, and bark and carry on like a twit, like he does, but he's a puppy. This is also very, very familiar to me, this area. I have walked this street so many times, I have lost absolute count, guys. Coming to Glenda's, leaving from Glenda's. It was my life coming here. Or her, of course, coming to mine back then when we were young. Teenage years, you know, getting into trouble together. She always blamed me, and I always got in trouble. And believe me, 90% of the time it was her. But I cover her butt because she'd get way more consequenced than I would. So I would cop it and cop a grounding for a weekend. But I remember, and this was particularly my fault, okay? I will let her go on this one. But I copped a grounding and I was going to a major concert on the weekend and I was not allowed to go. Glenda went, but I didn't. And Glenda hated it and didn't enjoy it anyway because I wasn't there to enjoy it with her. So, but anyway, she did get to go and I didn't. So I'm going to leave it here because I will be just sitting and drinking my coffee. So I will gather my thoughts and see if this will. I'm going to turn it around this way. Well, I can't. Oh man, I still can't work this stuff out. Like it's driving me crazy. So I'll put you down. Well, see, I'm not physically actually putting you down, but I am putting a phone down on the ground that may fall over because I don't have great darn equipment. Excuse the butt. While I turn around, I'm getting old. And can you see me? When I get old, I'm not as agile as what I used to be. I'm not as strong as what I used to be. The strength has slowly disappeared. Cheers. Don't knock that camera over. I think he's thinking about it. No, he's been very good. So I'm just going to sit, drink coffee. This is not very comfortable. So on that, because it's not very comfortable for me to sit like this because my arm will start aching, my back will start aching. Finish the words. So I'm going to leave you here and hope you enjoyed day 2 of what I'm doing, which is not much, is it? So take care of yourselves and whomever is around you as well.